Welcome back. This is Connie,
And I'm Angelica.
and this is
The In Between Girls podcast.
Woo! We're getting better each time, except when I mess up with the "we are." Yeah, I didn't get to hear that, but still.
I shouldn't have opened this candy because now I'm gonna want to be.
Pero no se oye.
No,
No, so while I'm talking, you can be like,
I didn't. No, you can
yeah,
hear.
yeah, a little bit. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the modern day struggles of dating.
This was one of our listeners.
Suggested.
Uh-huh.
It was very suggested. Well, to me, I had a lot of people wanting to talk about it because it's a real. I feel like we forget because we're in long-term relationships.
Something that I wrote down is my things might be old,
What?
because I haven't dated. I haven't dated in 6 years, so
I had to get feedback. I'd had interviews.
I didn't. I just went off on like
Old
what
times.
kind of like what I see.
I mean, it is still modern dating, so
Yeah.
same thing. I had
But
interviews.
we're talking about dating as in you're going out and meeting people, right? Not in a relationship. Like you're
I
already
feel like
in a relationship.
yeah, like meeting people, also starting a relationship.
Getting to that.
Yeah.
I feel like getting to that place of starting a relationship.
Yes.
Like before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. I wanna.
Get a big piece.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm glad you liked it. I'm a good host.
It's a candy. What is it called? Tamaroko?
I guess so.
Is that an egg or a
It's the big-
tamarroca? Tamarroca.
It's a big lollipop que está con un yellow covering.
Uh-huh.
Es
It's
tamarindo.
like the stick is a straw.
Yes. They're delicious.
Very good.
Okay. I'm not going to expose people I interviewed, but y'all know who y'all are.
Expose them.
I think they said I could, but I don't know. I don't want to. So, I feel like what a big thing, what this is going to expand.
Hold
into,
on.
like-
I already finished that big piece.
You need another one?
No, go.
Okay. So, I feel like it's hard dating in modern day, like extra hard. Like I can't even imagine like the struggle. And I think it's because of social media. I think social media is the big thing that's like causing all of these problems for people like right now trying to find someone genuine.
Why?
Because okay, I'm gonna list them, but I feel like we should go into them. There's comparison, there's temptation, and it's not all about the looks.
Okay. So you want to start out with comparison?
Yes, I feel like you get like imagine you're out dating and there's so many like in your head options that you compare all of them without even getting to know the person, especially based off of I'm gonna include looks. If you're just like I have to like based off their profile, like they have to match all my criteria that I said, like I have this list and it has to match it. It's like, dude, like you're never, well, maybe you will, but
I was gonna say, do you think having a list? Because I've heard girls having a list of what they want in a guy, and they're like they have to check all these boxes.
I feel like if it's physical, I feel like there's not always going to be someone who meets all of them.
Yeah.
But if it's about personality and about their intentions and about who they are as a person, yes, that does matter. But if it's like, he has to be 6 foot and he has to have muscles and he has to have this and that. I feel like, dude, how would you feel if somebody was listing those things to your face and be like, oh, you don't have this one, you don't meet my list, I'm not going to date you. Imagine.
Yeah.
Like, you could have those maybe in your head. Go ahead, sis, do your thing. And it's not bad to want someone attractive. Okay, do your thing. But it's bad if you're like, oh, it doesn't meet this one, so I'm not even going to give you the chance. I feel like that's like, damn, why not? You might be like, you're fucking soulmate and you threw them away.
Yeah.
In temptation, what goes with comparison is like, you're like, what if I go for this girl, but then this other girl's hot too, and then like, this girl, and then this girl, and this girl, and it's like, dude, like, if you go about it that way, like, nunca, you're never going to settle down.
Yeah.
So that's what what they were more I interviewed guys and it works both ways. It really does, because either one can make a list, either one can compare, but those were like the top ones they told me.
I have People in the dating field should be straightforward on what they want and what they are looking for.
Yes.
Are you looking only for a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Are you dating to settle down?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you seeing and talking to other people too?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you need to know their intentions
Yes.
right away.
And you need to believe them when they tell you their intentions.
I feel like this is common because sometimes let's say you're in a first date and you ask that question, a girl asks that question, I feel like the guy will be like, whoa, like you're coming off strong or something. Can I say that's already a red flag?
Yes, I feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah. You don't want a guy, like if he's saying that, it's because he doesn't know what he wants.
Yes.
And if you are dating to settle down, that is already a red flag for you.
Yeah, if that's what, yeah. And can I just say, this happened to one of the people I interviewed, and he's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to him. Because he wants to settle down. He wants to be serious. And he went on a date with this girl. Very nice. It was a nice date. But when she tried to kiss him, like on the, which is not bad, but like he was kind of like, well, like I want us to be serious, so I feel like we should wait, and like I want to take things seriously, like, you know, like he told her that, like, what are, like, and she automatically was like, whoa,
that's not what I'm looking for.
Yes. And well, not just, he was kind of like, why are you saying that, like kind of gaslighting him, and like kind of like you said, he was like, whoa, like what are you doing?
That came off too strong for
yes
her. Yeah.
And it's like he was just saying what he wanted from this relationship in the future, and that's what he's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And safe to say that did not go to a second date, because she was just like, no, that's not, no.
I feel like that's a question you should ask in your first date.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad he said something, because imagine if he would have like stated that, and then like she was just not serious at all or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just not her vibe.
That brings me to my other point. If you are not on the same page, everything moving forward is meaningless.
Yes.
So you go on the first date, you say to each other intention, and you're not on the same page. After that, you're wasting each other's time.
Yes. And also, like I said, like once they tell you something, believe them. They're not just telling you so you can change their mind. Because I feel like some people se aferran, and
that's one of my points.
Yeah, and they're like, I can change them. They're gonna want to be with me. No, if she tells you straight up no, then no, it's not gonna change just because you're gonna magically become his soulmate or whatever. Like, that's not gonna change.
Y'all are gonna hold each other back.
Yes.
It's gonna be, again, like you wasting each other's time that you're not gonna get back, time that you could have like put on someone else that maybe wants what you want, and maybe would have been already furthering your relationship, but then with someone that
actually wants those things.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then another thing, people can lie about their intentions.
So that is one of my things. But I feel like, let's say they do lie. You know, they ask you, what are you looking for? And they're like, oh my God, yeah, same, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep on talking to that person, I think you're going to see little red flags.
Yes, pay attention to them.
Yeah.
But even, it doesn't matter how small, or sometimes
don't ignore them.
Sometimes it's just a gut feeling. Like, go with that. It's your intuition.
Yeah.
And all the red flags. Like
one of those red flags could be that they're not prioritizing you.
Yeah.
They're not
prioritizing you.
Yeah, I can't say that. But yeah, if you see that they're okay with going the whole day without talking to you, that's a red flag.
Yes, and not just that, if they go all day and they don't even let you know, hey, I'm going to be busy, but I just want to let you know. I feel like that's, yes, if they just, y también if you're not hanging out during the day, only at night, sis, that's a big red flag. Like, that means he don't want to be out seen with you during the day.
Yeah, there's, again, little red flags that you should catch up to them and see like, oh, maybe their intentions are not what they said it was.
Yes, because people be lying, even though it's easier to just be honest. Because sometimes people do, they both don't want anything serious. That's fine. Be honest.
Yeah, I feel like that's something single people should do, is be honest on what you want.
Because there's always someone who wants the same thing as you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can find somebody that maybe, yeah, they want to have a one night stand, or they just want to have fun or whatnot. But, like, just be honest.
Yes. So it doesn't matter. Like, no, nothing you want is wrong, because somebody's also gonna want that. So don't feel the need to like lie.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're wrong. That's when you're fucking up and you're messing with somebody else's time and their emotions. So don't be that person.
Yeah, and going back to them, if you think they come off as strong or something, you should want someone that knows what they want in their life.
Yes.
Because you might get an answer and be like, oh, I don't know what I want. And I feel like in our age, you kind of have to you kind of know what you want or what you're looking for in a relationship. So even if if you think that it's not what they want to hear or something, like, you're doing them a favor.
Yeah.
You're doing each other a favor.
Because there's always, like I said, there's always going to be someone who's the exact same position as you. And if you both don't know, all right, maybe you'll figure it out together. Maybe you won't, but at least you know. Yeah. And you're not lying, and you're not like, because I feel like it's
and
worse.
If you are lying, it's like, I think that's when it could cross over to a toxic relationship.
Yes. That's when no. You see, you don't want to get to that. Yeah. Because there's always going to be someone who wants the same thing as you. Don't lie to get what you want out of someone. Like, you're taking advantage, basically. Yeah. And this is one I got from my interview. What is it called? My subjects. My tips subjects. They said that they feel like most people don't want to settle down and get married. They feel like that changed now in modern day. They feel like most people don't want that.
I think there's someone out there for everybody.
And I feel like they're also looking in the wrong place. Yeah.
If you're getting answers that you don't want, maybe you're not in the right place.
You're going for the wrong type of people. Because I know there's, see, now in modern day, we're discovering we have issues from our childhood. We're discovering, different things. And I feel like if you're going towards a certain type of person who is not emotionally available for you, there might be a deeper issue, and you might want to explore that for your own well-being.
What do you mean?
Like daddy issues, mommy issues. Like, if you notice that you go for people that are not good for you, there might be a pattern there, and you should look into that for yourself and not constantly go towards other people for validation and love that you're not going to get.
You're trying to fill that void with someone in a love relationship than what it actually what you actually need.
I feel like that happens to a lot of people. And because I feel like you would know, because if you see that if there's a good person for you and they're offering you good things and you don't want that because either you feel like you don't deserve it or something, that might be the issue. Because I feel like that might scare people if somebody's everything you wanted, and you might be like, whoa.
I think that's a hint for you to work on yourself before going out there and dating.
Yes, and not like keep throwing yourself into bad situations.
Yeah. This is, I feel like, one of the biggest mistakes as a woman.
Okay.
Don't ever think that you can change a person.
Yes.
I feel like I've done that when I was younger.
Same.
People tell you who they are since the beginning.
And they show you too.
Yeah, don't ignore it. Pay attention to that. You would think that, oh, I can change this person. Oh, like, if they don't want that, I know later on they will or whatnot. That's not how it works.
It's not gonna happen.
They will change when they're ready to change,
and when they want to.
And a big one, who they want to change for. And sometimes, sorry, but it may not be you.
Yeah. And what I've seen on TikTok is that there's a lot of people who don't want to let go because they're like, I made this person better and somebody else is going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you're not happy, if you're suffered so much to the point that you don't even like them anymore, and if you're just like so hurt, and if you're just like not revengeful, like if you feel what is it called? Cuando le tienes rencor a alguien. You're resentful. If you're resentful, don't stay there.
That's
it's not good for you.
That's not going to be a good relationship.
See, yeah, okay, maybe they will find someone and be a better person to them, but you will find someone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not worth it to feel resentful and to feel all these bad things and just stay there just for that, just because you don't want someone else to have what you basically made, I guess.
But I feel like you can't make it.
No.
You never will. Because if they do start to change, it may be too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't try to think that you can change someone to fit your what's it called?
Your qualifications?
Your qualifications, what you want.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Also, I heard that people don't date as much as they used to. They prefer to just be sneaky links than go on a date.
Then that's not sneaky links. Isn't a sneaky link when... Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know, but that's what they said. They're saying that people don't want to go on dates. They rather like just fuck around with you until maybe you're in a relationship or maybe you're not. So I'm like,
I know,
but I know it's true because I see it all over TikTok.
I know a couple that were sneaky links. I know they're like plus years of relationship.
Well, yeah, true. That's why I said like it could go either way, and they're saying that they don't want like it's because the person he's very respectful. He wants like go on a date with the girl and like become more. He doesn't just want to fuck her and then
Again,
maybe
he might
something.
be looking on the wrong places.
True. It does come back to that, and that's what I tell you.
Yeah, he might be looking.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, I guess it makes it harder if everyone's doing it. Like if that's what they expect and they go into the date thinking that, and I mean, I would think you would be thrown off if you're expecting to fuck someone and they're like, I want to be respectful towards you and like be more with you and go on dates. I would feel like it would probably throw some people off because if they're expecting you to have sex with them right away.
Yeah. I feel like it can go either way though. Like I feel like not necessarily just because you didn't have sex on the first date means that it's going to be more than that.
Yeah.
And I also feel like even if you did have sex on the first date, doesn't mean that it could be less than that.
Yeah. So I've heard that's a big struggle because, I mean, if you think about it, if you're in it, how do you know if you're going to be more if you're not?
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be a hard situation to be in. My mind would be like, are we more? Are we not?
That is true. But then that's like when you need to be honest to each other and
talk about it.
Yeah, and be like, hey, where is this going?
Yeah. True. But then it's like, when do you ask that?
Whenever. Honestly, I feel like whenever. True. Again, if they feel like that comes out as too strong, then...
Red flag.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. Because people tell you right away what they want. They don't have to necessarily say it. Their actions will show it.
Yeah.
So you're very right. I had a friend once who was in dating apps.
I have dating apps here too.
And it could work. I've heard people who met there and made it work, but I find them very scary.
Yeah, I think you need to be careful. Again, that's giving you the options of so many people that are available to you, but that also includes people that are unhealthy and toxic.
Yes, the people who know you're looking for something and they could pretend to be that. Yeah. Honestly, and I don't. It's honestly catfish. Yeah, and it's scary because you don't know them. What if they like? I mean, it could happen with even someone you know, but I feel like to me it's scary. I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I feel very scared by that. Or at least
that is true.
I would have someone watch me from afar.
Okay, I have that. So if you do decide to go on a date with that, meet in a public place.
Yeah.
Let people know where you're gonna be at.
have your location shared.
Yeah, literally. I share my location with you, and I share mine with Jose too.
Yeah.
Not because it's like a toxic, like, yeah, I need to know where you're at.
It's like, what if
that,
something happens?
Yeah, literally. That's what I told him. I was like, I want you to have my location just in case something happens.
Yeah, because
you can retract.
Yeah, because Mario's biggest fear is me getting kidnapped. So he's like, if he knows where I'm at, he could go find me.
Yeah.
Because imagine if he didn't, where's he gonna start?
Yeah.
So
at least you can start like if you drop your phone somewhere when they're trying to kidnap you or something. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is the last location that she was at. Yeah,
because I have Mario's, I have my sister, and I have my mom's, and I have yours. Because y'all are like the most important people. I want to know if you're okay. I want to know I'll be able to find you. So I feel like that's very important.
Yeah,
and not necessarily toxic. I feel like people who have seen me like have it, they're like, that's toxic. I'm like, no, it's not. What if I get kidnapped? What do you mean?
It's the reason behind it.
Yeah. Oh, true is the reason. Yeah. But I feel like most people look down on that, but I'm like, no, I'd rather have them find me.
Like, I do understand that some people use it as an, oh, I need to know where you're at or something like that. But like, I don't, like, if Jose doesn't answer my text or something, like, I'm not like looking at where he's at. Yeah. I'm like, oh, maybe he's at, I know that he told me he was at work. He's at work. Okay. Like, I'm not going to be checking on it.
It's more like, if he ain't respond the whole day, nobody heard from him. And
literally. Or sometimes when he goes out with the guys and it's like night and he's not responding to me, I'm like, oh shit. Like,
you get worried.
Yeah, I'm
and
like,
it's nice to know he's safe.
And I see, like, if it's like in a certain, like, restaurant or something, I'm like, okay, he's still there. Like,
he's
okay, fine.
Yeah. So, yes, very important, especially if you're online dating.
We were like, out.
Yeah, we went to another topic, but it's very important. Well, it goes with the
dating,
online dating. Make sure someone has your location, and if you can, have them be somewhere like around there to make sure you're good, because.
But then, I feel like there are some people that find a relationship online.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in anybody I know. I've seen people date, but not necessarily find someone. But I mean, it could. Well, from what I saw from a friend of mine, I feel like a lot of people on there just want to fuck. So
I think there's different types of applications that I think I've heard that Tinder is more like for that or something like that. I don't know.
I heard it on YouTube videos.
Yeah, I heard that too. That Tinder is just for that or something. Again, that goes back to like telling each other what y'all want when you're talking or on the first date.
Yeah, because I've mentioned this to the people I interview, and they're like, I don't want to date online. I want to meet someone. I'm like, then go out and meet them. Yeah, I feel like I'm adding this one. If you don't get out of the house for anything, how are you gonna meet someone?
Can I also add to that and be like, it's okay for a girl to make the first move?
Yeah, it's fine.
And if the guy thinks that you come off as strong,
that's his own problem.
Yeah, that ain't it.
It ain't for you.
Yeah, red flag.
Oh, that goes along with mine. Let me see. I put toxic masculinity / you can find someone who's evolved mentally or find someone with an old mentality. So it's like, how do I explain this in a way that makes sense? Like you said, if you're a girl, you make the first move, and if he thinks that that's wrong because you're a girl, that's not for you. And you have to, like, it's hard to find someone with the same values as you. I mean, we already mentioned a bunch of things why, but yes. But like you said, you'll know right away, and you'll know, I feel like people just ignore the first red flags.
Yeah, like they're either ignore the red flags or they're looking in the wrong place.
Yes.
We're going to move on to talking about when you do decide, when you find that one person that you're on the same page with and you're trying to start a serious relationship with.
Yes.
How to make a relationship work.
Yeah, once you got past it and you find someone who wants the same things as you're in a relationship. I think a big one, well, it goes with when you're first dating, comparison and like temptation. The grass is not always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. So in other words, it's not just, oh, well, I'm with her, but like it could be better with this person. No, it's better where you put in the work and you make it work together and make it a better thing.
A relationship, it's not easy.
No.
Never is.
It's not just like easy breezy cover girl. It's not just, oh, it's perfect and it's always going to be perfect and we're never having any issues. We're never having any discussions. That's unrealistic.
Because I feel like sometimes relationships are like you have your first fight and then that's when people want to end it.
Yes, that's when I realized. I feel like a lot of people, that's when they either end it for good or they'll have like this bad view on their partner.
Oh yeah, or they don't want to talk about it. It's like, okay, yeah, we go all your way, and it just keeps adding up and adding up.
Yes, lines of communication. You need to communicate,
yeah.
because the other person cannot read your mind. Like, because that's something I had as well. I felt like he should know what I was thinking.
Oh, me too.
Like, and like I felt like if something bothered me, I would be like, how do you not know that bothers me?
I would shut down. I would like,
okay.
I don't want to talk. Like, that's it. And Jose would like make me talk. Like, no, you need to tell me what is wrong so we can fix it.
Yeah, and that's a green flag. Yes. Well, I'm the opposite. I talk a lot. Like, if something's bothering me, I'll go off. Well, that was me. I would like be angry that he didn't know something that I was thinking. But then we would talk, we communicate, and it was like, how is he supposed to know if I don't say it to him? Like, that's impossible, because if you turn it around, how are you supposed to know what he's thinking? That's impossible. You need to communicate. You need to talk about everything, literally everything. If something bothers you, you need to sit down and talk about it. If you feel something's not right, if you feel like something's going great, talk about that too.
Yeah.
Like talk about everything, not just always the bad. You can talk about the good as well, so you can keep it that way and nurture your relationship. So yes, communication, I feel like, is one of the biggest things.
And another biggest thing is loyalty.
Yes.
I think that goes with what you said about temptation.
Yes. Because if you're always thinking, oh, but like this person this, or this person might be better, or say, what I've seen a lot is like ex-girlfriends. Like, if you had a good thing with an ex-girlfriend, but you never had a fight, like, you like say that ex-girlfriends, or like not even girlfriends, like
in general,
dates or whatever, they weren't even your girlfriend. They only saw the good of you. They didn't see the bad.
Yeah.
So like, if you compare that to your significant other who has been with you through thick and thin, it's like, how are you gonna compare someone who never saw bad bone in your body to how they saw you to someone who has? It doesn't make sense. I feel like that's why people break up, and they're like, well, so and so thinks I'm a good person. Well, if you were like this and this to so and so, will she react the same way I did? Like, yeah. It's not just like, oh, so and so was good to me because I was good to her. No shit. If you're like, if they never saw you angry, if they never saw you upset, how do you expect them to show you how they would react to that?
Yeah, that is true. Like, again, going back to, you need to put in the work to a relationship.
Yes, and it's not always pretty.
Yeah, and it's gonna sound like complete the opposite, but I think also like knowing when to end a relationship if it's not good for you.
Yes, like finding is okay here and there. You might disagree, whatever. But if it's constant, all the time, that's not gonna work, because it's just taking energy from both of you, and you're just gonna again resent each other, and it's like, there's no point in that.
Yeah, when you're starting off in a relationship, you see the other person's personality, and if it's something that it doesn't like fit into your life, if it's something that you see like this could end bad, end it. Yeah, because I know I've heard a lot of multiple times where it's like the guy hits the girl and it's like, I promise you this is the first and last time, or something, this is the last time, this is the last time, and then they keep on doing it again. Yeah. Like, for me, if you put a hand on me, like, that's it.
Yeah, that's how I am as well. Because I've seen it time and time again. They're not going to change.
They're not,
They're going to keep doing it.
Again, it's like, don't ignore the red flags. People show you who they really are.
But it gets harder, because I've seen it happen to, like, people who are families, and then they're married, they have children, and he hits them. I know it's harder, but they do manipulate the woman or whoever hit the other into thinking, I'm changing, or let's make it work for our family. I feel like that's so hard.
But I feel like also, like, if I was put in that position because of my kids, I'm leaving
them. Yeah. And you want to set a good example as to what love is. Yeah. So yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yes. It's not all about the looks, in my opinion.
That is true.
Because I had never been like that. Like, I don't know, I've just never been like having a list of what I want someone to look like. That's never been me. I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just never been me. I don't know. I go more for personality.
I was gonna say that personality is a big one.
Because everybody, the people I date, they all look different. None of them are the same. There's no correlation, and because that's not what I see. That's not what I'm like. Look like that's not my priority, and so and we change. We're gonna get old and ugly, and it's like I'm not gonna be with someone just because they look hot now, and then when we're old, I don't even like them. Like I'd rather be with someone I love, and we have fun, and we're literally like best friends, and we get old and ugly together.
Yeah,
like that's the goal. Like that's why I never cared about looks like that.
Yeah, that is true. You want to be with someone that makes you laugh, that you have a good time with.
Literally your best friend.
Yeah, that you have things in common. Maybe some people that are not looking in the right place is because they're not finding someone that they have things in common with, or things like that.
Yes, that's what I say. Like if you are trying to meet someone in the real world, go do an activity you like to do. You might meet them there. Like you never know.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because if say you don't like to go to clubs, how are you gonna go to a club to meet someone? You're not gonna match. You don't like going, and they do. So it's like.
But then it kind of also gets hard because you see those relationships that are complete the opposite. Like the two persons are complete the opposite, but somehow they balance each other out.
They make it work somehow. It's because I'm not in that. I mean, you could make it work, but I don't know. We feel like we're very similar. So, I mean, it could work.
Well, I feel like me and Jose are like very different, and like the things that we kind of like to do? But we meet in the middle, and we are like we know the things that we want in a relationship, in our future, and things like that, and we find things that we like to do together.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most important. The base of the relationship is what matters more, because you don't have to have the exact same likes.
Yeah, because that also kind of gets boring.
Yes, it does.
Because like the same way, like I can introduce him to stuff, and he can introduce me to new things. Like,
yes. But I feel like the club thing is way different.
Yeah, that is
because if your girlfriend wants to, or your boyfriend wants to go there all the time, but you want to stay in, how is that gonna work? I feel like that's a big one. Like stuff like that, because
did you watch Love is Blind?
I watched not all
the
of
new
it.
season. No,
I think I was until they saw each other in person and for the first time, and they were like a couple days into the hotel. That's all I saw. What?
Oh, well, there is the one relationship, I don't remember the names, but it was like that. So the guy was used to going out every weekend and things like that, and the girl was like a stay-at-home body.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of bad. Now think about it. Yes. But she made a comment saying like, you're gonna have to change that. But it's like, why not meet in the middle?
Yeah, like go out sometimes.
Like if stay in. If he goes out, like come with me.
Yeah.
And if you want to stay next weekend, we can stay in.
Yes, that's also compromise.
That's literally me and Jose. Not that we go out like in clubs or things like that, but he's more of he wants to like, oh, let's go home and why not? And I'm like, okay, but next weekend let's go do an activity or something.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you compromise, yes.
Yeah.
If you don't compromise, no. Because if you're just like, I'm going to the club, and if you don't come with me, then that's you. Well, or if you're like, oh, I'm staying home, if you don't stay with me, whatever, then no. But if you're like, oh, let's go here this day, and then this day we'll stay in. Yes, of course. Because in a way, it's kind of what me and Mario do. Because he likes to be more social than me. I would rather stay home than go out and socialize. Not necessarily to a club, but like socialize in general with people. And sometimes we'll be like, you know what, we'll go out this day and socialize. And this day I do not want to see nobody else. Yeah. And we do that. But yeah, it is compromise. Compromise is and it's not like you're giving anything up. You're just like, because I hate the word compromise también sometimes. Cause I feel like
you're meeting in the middle.
Yeah, you're meeting in the middle. And I feel like as long as you're both trying, that's what matters. It's not just about doing what one of them wants to do. Something else I had is, you don't care about other people's opinions about your relationship. Yeah. Because they're not the ones in it. So, because if you get yourself wrapped up in it, that's going to mess up with your relationship.
I remember when I started talking to Jose, there was a friend that was like, oh, yeah, you're too good for him. And
How is that their business?
Exactly. Like, first of all, so who's talking to him, me or you? It's none of their business.
No, it's nobody else's business. But if say you would have let that get to you, you wouldn't have been in the relationship you are now.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's a big thing. Because I remember this guy. I did not know him, but at all. I did not. He was a stranger. He went up to me. I remember I was waiting on Mario, and he said something along the same lines. And I looked at him, and I don't know what reaction he was expecting. But I told him, I was like, this is none of your business. Like, why are you telling me this? Like, I don't even know you.
Does he know? Did he knew Mario?
I don't know. I don't know this person.
So I feel like this friend, she went off based on looks.
Yeah. That's what I think too. Because I don't think this person knew either of us.
Yeah, same.
So that's why it's like, how is that your business to say who's worthy of being in a relationship based on looks, especially? Like, that's none of your business. And like, say it wasn't like, say something else. People, we're still growing. We were kids, literally. So like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
Why is it your business? Like, it doesn't matter. So don't let other people's opinion, especially on looks, affect like your relationship.
But I do gotta say, sometimes I do gotta say, sometimes people see what you can't see if it's like not a good relationship.
I feel like it would have been different if you would have been dating and she noticed red flags or something and she just told you as a friend, okay.
Yeah.
But you weren't even dating. She didn't know this man. Like, how is she to know
Yeah, that is
what
true.
you should be, who you should be with, or who you should not? It would be different. Like, it would be way different if she saw something or noticed something and she just brought it to you as a friend, like, hey, I'm worried about this and that.
Yeah.
Than to be like, he ugly.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then it's like, why does my partner have to be attracted to you if he's not dating you? He's dating me.
Exactly.
So what does it matter?
Yeah, it's like me going on her and being like, whoa, girl, like, he's ugly.
Your boyfriend's ugly.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Like, this is good. He's not supposed to be attracted to you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not your business.
Like, yeah, because I remember when she told me who she was talking to, I was like, oh, yeah, that's great. But
in your head, you're like, he ugly.
Yeah, literally. I was like, what the hell? But I was like, ew, yeah, like, yeah, that's good. Like, you say that he's nice and stuff. Like, yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Because
Yeah.
it's not just about looks. It's not just about, he ain't Prince Charming over here. Like, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a big one. Because I feel like I saw this happen to someone as well. I'm not going to say who it is. And I'm not trying to expose everybody, but they would tell him, your girlfriend's fucking ugly. Like, this and that, and this and that. And I was always like, why are y'all attacking her physically? And she wasn't ugly. Like, I thought she was so pretty. Like, I really did. They just didn't like her, and they would attack her on her looks. And but something I did notice about this person, they didn't let that get to them. That's not the reason. They're not together, but that's not the reason why something else happened. But that's good that he didn't let it get to him, because they would tell him, like, straight up, your girlfriend's fucking ugly, like this and that. But he didn't let that get to him. But I know if you do, that's such a waste of a good person that you could have in your life, just because somebody doesn't think they're attractive. Who cares? Who cares if they're attractive or not?
Can I also say, when someone has a bad reputation, like a bad past?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Mia Khalifa.
Oh, and she's with what's his name?
Is it Rao Alejandro? Rao Alejandro?
No. That's he's with some other lady.
Oh,
no,
shit,
no. He's with, I think it starts with a J.
Oh, Jay Cortez.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, we seen your girlfriend naked."
Yeah.
Okay, and she still made bank.
She did. He didn't let that get to him.
Her profession. Like, what does it matter? And they look so happy.
Yeah.
They look so cute. So, imagine if he would have let that get to him, he wouldn't be with her. And from the looks of it, they look really happy. So, yeah, exactly. Don't let other people's opinion
get in your
affect
relationship.
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, because you literally could throw away something so good just because of other people who are not even in it.
Also, you let people get in your head.
Yeah.
That's probably not what you think, but there's someone always talking, and it gets to you, and it's just not good.
Because there could be, sometimes maybe not everybody's gonna like your partner, but as long as you like them and they're good to you, who cares?
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah. So I made a poll on the In Between Girls podcast. I asked, do you think dating is harder now in modern day? 89% said yes, 11% said no.
Interesting.
I wonder why they said no.
Yeah,
I should have said elaborate.
Yeah, I would want to talk to those 11 people. Can we see who said no?
It was just 2.
Huh. Well, one of them is
in a relationship.
Engaged.
The other one, I don't know. Wait, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of them's engaged and one of them's in a relationship. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe that's why. So I hope you like this episode.
Yes. We might have missed some things. But if we did, we can include them somewhere else.
We're thinking of doing a relationship.
Oh, wow.
An episode on our relationships.
Yeah.
Because we met our significant others at a very young age.
Extremely young.
So if you have any questions for us about that or things that we missed in this episode, we can include it in that episode.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we missed some things we're not going to remember till after.
Yeah.
So we can always come back to it, and we are planning on making an episode like that.
Yeah.
So if you have questions, let us know. We might put up a poll on our Instagram. If you follow us, you will see it.
Yes. Watch our stories.
Please give us your opinions and thoughts and questions. Please, we appreciate it.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at the In Between Girls podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. That's it.
Give us a review.
Yeah, rate us. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.